Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is February 1st. So this means this is Vlogentines number 1. I don't know if Vlogentines is a thing, but I decided it would be. Y'all were so nice about Vlogmas, and I got such super nice feedback about it. And we're all still kind of stuck here in the house for the most part, waiting for injections and immunities, and so here we are. So I thought that I would just do Vlogentines, and I have been out to the post office and running some errands. So if you have a package coming from me this week, it is on its way. And Carrie J, you have been waiting on a package from me for several weeks now, and you have been, so it's not really a package, I guess, it's just a card, but with a little pattern in it. And I completely spaced and did not mail your little card. And so it is in the mail now. So thank you for your patience with me. I don't know where my brain goes sometimes, but it is in the mail. So on its way to you. So I went, roundabout through China because, Mama's just stuck in. The weather's not nice here. The wind, when the wind blows like this, it just cuts through her, and it gets her too cold. So she doesn't like to go walk or anything. We can't hardly get her to go walk or anything at all. So, ooh, that looks worse. So I called her and I said, hey, I'm gonna go run some errands and I'm gonna come pick you up. Just jump in the car and just ride along with me. And she said, well, do I have to get dressed or anything, do my hair? And I said, no, you can just stay in the car if you want to, and we'll get you a snack or something if you've eaten. And so when I got there, she had on one of her new sweaters, so she was warmer, and I had her a blanket and another jacket in the car where I could reach them. And I turned her seat on ahead of time, so her chair was warm. And so I picked her up. So I could have just gone to the post office in town. It's like, I don't know what, 12 miles, I don't know. And then, but instead I went like 13 miles to her house, and then 12 or 13 more miles in town, and that way. And then of course had to, I ran some errands, and then I got her, she said she hadn't eaten lunch, and I don't know if she had or not, but you know how they, she forgets to eat, we think, if we're not there with her when she eats. So we got something to eat. We just ate in the car, but I asked her what she wanted, and she said she'd like to have a hamburger. So if you'll eat it, I'll get it. It don't matter what. So we got a hamburger and french fries, and she ate every bite. So if she'll eat it, I'll buy it. And she drank her Dr. Pepper, and we got our packages in the mail. And then I got her some puzzle books. She likes those word searches and crosswords and Sudoku puzzles. And I got her about 3 each on one of those, and went right off and left them here. I got my stack of packages, and I had the sack with all her stuff in it sitting right next to it, but left it here. So we picked it up and picked up a prescription for her prescriptions, and got something for sister, and carried it on back to the house. So she was gone a couple hours and got to get out and look around. And a horrible house in my neighborhood. I don't think any of these houses are, I think the oldest house in this neighborhood might be 5 years old, but a house in my neighborhood burned completely down last night. It was horrifying. So that was so scary. And so now, I'm horrified that she's gonna leave something plugged on or plugged in or something over there. She doesn't have much things that I think can do that, but it scared the crap out of me. But that poor family. But that's what we've been up to this morning, just out running around. I got up and walked, and when I walked, I go close to that house. I don't walk right by in front of it, but I could see it, and golly, it was awful, awful, awful. But that's what we've been up to. I have been having the Manky Wars. If you have been tuned in to the Manky Wars and these burp rags, y'all all sent some fabulous tips, and I have made a little bit of progress on the Minky Burp rags. We will be henceforth treating these as if they are Fabergé eggs or gold pocket watches. And if they last through baby catch, we will be passing them down through generation after generation of people in our family, because they will be prized. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I think I could have made a car easier than these, but I've about decided I'm gonna try to get one done every other day or something, and then that will get them done and use the fabric up. And I mean, and it is nice. It's so soft. It really is. And the flannel on this side, you know, it'll be absorbent, and this is like super soft. And but boy, howdy, it's something else. It is something else. And I used all y'all's tips, and it did help so much. And so the second one went better than the first one, except that I thought I had a grand idea, and I thought I would round off the corners, and I thought that might make it easier. I don't know why I thought that might make it easier. After I did it, I thought, well, that was dumb. But it didn't make it easier. It made it harder, because then there was more there instead of less there, you know. So me and the best laid plans, you know how that goes. But we had a good weekend. We had, I haven't seen y'all since Friday. We had Aria Kyle on Saturday. Kimi wanted a little time with just her and her mama. So Aria Kyle went with James Williams and I to town, and went to eat breakfast, which means she ate butter. Yeah, butter. I don't know. I never understand that. Kids always be wanting to eat butter and drink cream. Y'all kids do that? That always want to eat the butter out the little butter thing and drink the cream out of the little coffee, you know, the coffee cream things. I don't understand that, but every kid I know has always wanted to do that. So that's what she had for breakfast mainly. She had a couple of nibbles off of a piece of sausage. Maybe a lick off of a pancake. Maybe a lick off of a pancake. And that was it. That was all. But we had to go to the Dollar Tree, because that's where I get Mimi's puzzle books, because you know they're just $1 at the Dollar Tree. And so I can get her a lot of puzzle books at the Dollar Tree for $1. So we had to go in the Dollar Tree. And so I said, can you spend $3? And can you spend $3 for sisters? And so she said she could. Well, of course, she spent way too long. And James came and said, hey, I got to go. And I said, okay. And he goes, no, really, I got to go. I said, okay. I said, baby, we got to go, okay? Pap says we got to go. And we had been in there forever. And she said, okay, sugar, I'm nearly ready. I said, no, baby, look, Pap says we got to go right now, okay? So you got to decide right now on what you want. So she picked, and I intended to bring it over here. It's so disgusting. It's like a squishy snake or worm or something, but it's see-through, and it has bugs inside it, and you can squish the bugs and like move them down through the snake or its guts or something. I mean, you can't see any guts, but it moves it down through it's really disgusting. But of all the things in the store, that's what she wanted. Okay, whatever. And then they got some balloons. I'm checking out, and they decide they need balloons. So she gets a purple star balloon, and they get Kimmy a red star balloon because there wasn't a pink star balloon. And they get in the car, and we go and get ice cream, and we start leaving, and James Williams still has his window down. And she goes to hollering, Pap, you have to roll up your window. Pap, you have to roll your window up. It's blowing my balloon. And he said, you do realize that I bought that balloon, don't you? And she said, and you do realize it's my balloon now, don't you? And your window is blowing my balloon. I said, well, she has you on that one. You know, after you gift something to somebody, it does belong to them. So he said, I'm rolling up the window as fast as I can. She is so particular about the way things have to happen, just and he had his window down and it was messing up her life and blowing her balloon around, and she was trying to eat her little ice cream, and oh Lord, I forgot to put my phone on shut up. So y'all, this may get a short video if a call comes in, because I forgot to put my phone on shut up. But she is eating her peppermint ice cream, and she likes things to go just so. And when they don't, Lord have mercy. We got back here and she was saying something to him, and he washes his face with like one of those buff puff things, you know? And she was talking to him and he flicked it like that, and it had water in it, and it flicked water on her face, and she was ruined. She went to bawling and went and hid under the church pew, and Lord, she was ruined. I mean, it just totally messed up her existence. But she'll be with me on Wednesday, so I don't know if we'll try to cook again after our cooking woes during Vlogmas. I don't know if we'll try another cooking. I don't know if we'll try to do another cooking show or not, me and Aria Kyle, but we might. She loves to cook, but she has the allergies, you know. So I don't know. We'll just see how that goes. We will see. Oh, Lord. But I also thought I would grab a previous finish that's Valentine's. And I've showed y'all this before, but some of y'all may not have seen it. And it's kind of dusty and it's really old. And I guess I should brush it off. I'm not really sure. I'm always afraid to do much to old ones that don't have glass on them. This one is like really old and there's a piece of fuzz or something on it right there. But, oh no, it's not fuzz, it's a pen. Huh? Can y'all see that? See if I can get the light on it. Right, there you go. It's on red Ada, and it says, you're cut from a pattern I love. And it looks just like pattern pieces. And it is one of my favorite things that I have ever stitched. I put it out at Valentine's every year. When I have rooms that I have decorated with a lot of reds, from time to time I've left it out. Always, like, you know, in there all the time. It's just in a little square frame. You used to get those that you could put together to make square. And it's one of those. I don't know. I'm figuring I stitched it in 1989 because that's when it's from. It's from July 1989 for the Love of Cross Stitch magazine. And I don't know if that didn't get a shadow on it. But it is one of my favorite things ever. It is an Ada stitch. And it's from the July 1989 for the Love of Cross Stitch magazine. And it's by Sisters 2. By Sisters 2. And I need to pull it and stretch it because you can see a little fold. And I guess that's where there was, the fold maybe was in the fabric, and there, the light can see it right there. So I need to pull it in, I guess, re-stretch it. But this is one of my favorite stitches of all time, not just Valentine stitches. I have loved this thing always. I love pattern pieces anyway, and I've always loved that thing. So that's one of my all-time favorite stitches. I did grab some Lizzie capes that I have out, and I have not stitched these yet, and I know a lot of y'all have stitched these. And they are I think they were called boxers or something. Yeah, boxers. And there was like a bunch of them. And all these now, I'm gonna show them because I know you can get them from, I think 123 Stitch bought all the Lizzie Cape designs. And if they don't have them on the site now, they said they would be like you know, reintroducing them from time to time, like piecemeal. So this one is B40, and it says these 3 things: abide, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. And then it has a little love sampler, so I think it's what it's called. It's got a little glare on it, but it doesn't have plastic on it, so I don't know what to do. But these are all, if I'm not mistaken, all the Lizzie Kates always can always be 8 stitches. So that's, I don't think any of them ever have half stitches, and I don't think they have specialty stitches normally. I think they can always be 8 stitches. So if you're a beginning stitcher or if you're an 8 stitcher, these are great for stitching on anything. Y'all know I don't have a problem with 8 stitching. Stitch on what you like. If it stresses you to stitch on something besides 8, don't stinking stitch on it. This should be enjoyable. This should be relaxing and enjoyable. This isn't work. So if it stresses you out to try to stitch on smaller count, or if you can't see it good, or it gives you a headache, don't do that, because you're going to end up not enjoying it, and then you're not going to want to do it, and you've just defeated the whole purpose of doing it. So if you love stitching and you love stitching on 8, stitch on 8. If you love stitching on 10 count fabric, I think it's called Tula, I don't know, it's a big giant check, and it's a 10 count. And if that's all you can see to stitch on and you enjoy that, stitch on it. Stitch on it, enjoy it, love it. And don't let anybody tell you there's anything wrong with it, that you should progress to something else. No. This isn't about progression. This is about you and what you enjoy. So if you enjoy stitching on that, you do not have to go to anything else. Now, if you want to try the things and see if you like them, absolutely. I have that beautiful piece of 36 count red that Frankie sent me from a Wicked Stepmother, and I am so excited to try it. I'm gonna try the America out of one of the Liberty Blackbirds, and it is just a 1-color design, because I've never stitched on 36 count, and I just want to see if I can do it, if I can see it. I don't know if I can. It is beautiful fabric, and I've never tried stitching on it, and I'm going to try it and see if I like it. If I can't see it, I will gift it to someone who can, and I won't stress about it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Just the eyes you got, the eyes you got. And that's how I feel about it. I just don't look at it that way. So these Lizzie Kate stitches are always full crosses. As far as I know, I've never seen one that have like over ones or anything in them. So y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're always full crosses on there, so you can do them on 8 or anything. This one is B50, and it says, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And see, then it also has this other little sampler, and I don't know why it's not focusing on the other little sampler. Maybe if I hide my head behind the other little sampler. No, it won't. There it goes, maybe. It has another little sampler like over here at the side. So it has each one of these in there. So that one is really cute. It has little birds on there, the little blue birds, and both of these designs are in there. So it has a little heart on there. These I just kind of thought were Valentine because they were heart or love or something, and it made me think of Valentine. So I thought every day I might try to grab out a few things that I thought were love or Valentine kind of ish, and show a few of some kind of different things. This one is B39, and it is the sweet, simple things in life, which are the real things after all. And it has some hearts and some little tulips, and then it has this little key pin pillow in here. So some of your local needlework shops probably still have some of these. You know, might still have, I don't know if they will have all of them just because they probably sold out of them over time, but they might still have some. But like I said, the 123 Stitch, I think, bought out all the Lizzie Kate designs, and they say if they, what they have, they will keep in stock or something, and what then they'll just keep adding to and showing, you know, different little things over time. So those are some really, really good ones to start on. Like I said, if you can get a hold of some old magazines inexpensively, they had a lot of Ada stitching in them, For the Love of Cross Stitches or some of the old magazines. And I think you can get, you'll have to look, I think some of those you can get as downloads, and like you can get like a lot of them. Some of the different magazine companies, you can get like several issues as a PDF download all at one time. But I can't remember. I know like Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, you can get, they have great deals on getting like their PDF downloads at one time and getting like the whole year. And that's a way to get a lot of patterns, and they have the punch needle and the cross stitch in there. And theirs are usually, a lot of theirs are, you know, don't have any over ones. Some of them will, but a lot of them are all whole stitches. So all full crosses, so you won't have to worry about that. If you do come across some things that have over ones and you still want to stitch it, just back stitch the initials or whatever. I don't stress about things like that. I just kind of do what I do and make it work for me. I think that we all should just make it work for us. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. Try to figure it out. This, I didn't want to put tweed on here. I didn't want it to say tweed. I wanted it to say winter. I just winged it and eyeballed it, but if that makes you nervous, take it in there to your copy machine and copy it, okay? Just copy. Make a copy of it. And then you'll have your graph here, okay? And then you can just take your pencil and draw over the tweet. Draw on top of it. That way you'll know where your center is and you'll know how much space you have. And you can draw it on there and get it looking like you want it to look, and centered like you want it centered. And you can have it say whatever you want it to say and make it to suit you. I think that makes the designers happy. I think they just want their charts to get used and loved and stitched and enjoyed by people. I don't think they think, oh my gosh, she changed something in my chart. I don't think that's how they think. I think they think, oh, she made my chart her own. She took my design and loved it enough to make it her own, to make it suit her. It meant enough to make that change. And I think that's how they look at it. And I think that is fine. I may be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again, but I don't think I am. I think that's fine with them. And I think that's what we should do. I think we should just enjoy it. Don't stress about it. Don't fret about it. I don't stress or fret about much. That's true. That's just kind of my personality. I did stress or fret about Mama burning the house down last night after the house burned down in my neighborhood, but I think that's probably just, because. That's just because. But I don't have to do much else tonight because this is leftover night. I got to put my sheets on. This is Monday's wash sheet day. So on Monday, I changed the sheets on the bed. So I got to put my sheets back on. And then we have leftovers on Monday. So that's Monday's and I'm touching my face after I've been out in public, but I did wash my hands. So hopefully I'm not going to get the Rona and croak out from it. But it's still, yike. Still makes you nervous. But Mimi stayed in the car the whole time. Mom stayed in the car, so she didn't get out and get no cooties, but she was able to, we drove around and looked at some, you know, all these new neighborhoods are going in, and so she's always shocked, and of course she kind of don't remember from when we looked at them last time and all that, so she's always shocked to see all the changes and things that are going in and things they're building and all that. That always surprises her how much building is going on around here, and which is, it is shocking how much building is going on around here. Like, crazy shocking how much building is going on around here. But it is what it is. For long, we're going to be surrounded by housing developments, but oh well. I keep saying I'm going to have to keep moving out east, but keep moving further east, but not yet, because James Williams ain't ready to retire yet, so he has to stay close to highways, so he can get on the highway and get to work somewhere. So I'll be here probably at least 5 more years, maybe more. But I'm going to try to get this uploaded. Like I said, I will probably do a little cooking. I intended to show y'all, and I left it over there, so I'll show y'all tomorrow. I did put some ruched trim on the stocking, and oh my gosh. Of course, y'all know how I feel about Vonna, and I love her tutorials. And I watched Vonna make this little ruched ribbon, like this. Now, of course, Vonna better not be making no videos on brain surgery or anything, because I'll be in here tray panning my own head. Oh, I seen Vonna do it, it's so easy. I'm sure Vonna could have made the trim on that little ding-dang stocking in like 22 seconds. Not me. It didn't take too long to ruche it up as it did to attach it. It took me forever to get it attached, and I still am not completely happy with the way it's attached. But I didn't know what I was doing, so I don't know. So we were just watching, what's his name, Steve, whatever, when he travels around Europe, since he can't travel right now. So we're just watching him traveling around Europe, and they were in the Alps and watching them people make cheese, and that guy's beard dipping into the milk where he was making cheese. Yike. I don't know so much about that. I mean, let's be honest, guys. How clean is a man's beard? I don't know so much about that. But anyway, while I was watching it and trying to attach that ribbon, I was like, oh my Lord, have merciful goodness. This is taking me forever. Like I said, I'm sure Vonna would have had it attached on there in 32 seconds and been done and gone on to the next thing. Not me, not so much. But I got it done, and it's kind of attached okay. And I did my little beaded hanger, which is what I like on there. I've done those on my little blackbird stockings. I like the little beaded hanger. So that's on there, on the girl one, and that looks good, but I forgot to grab them. So I'll show them also one day, but I don't know about that ruched ribbon. I don't know. I won't be showing that. I will tell you right now, you will not be seeing me ruching no ribbon and attaching no ruched ribbon during Vlogentines, because holy moly. And y'all will not be seeing me sew no manky fabric on live on here, because sometimes there be some curse words said when I'm trying to make the manky fabric behave. So that won't be, y'all will not be seeing those two things during the next 2 weeks. I don't know what you will be seeing. I'm gonna tell you that's what you won't be seeing. So, ooh, that wind just did my hair a number out there, but I had a great day today. I hope Mama had a great day. We got her out, got her a little bit. I'll pick her up again on Wednesday and take her around, do some stuff, and then take her to lunch. And I'll have Aria Kyle too, so that'll make her have a great day. And like I said, I don't know if Aria Kyle and I will do a video before or after. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll see what kind of mood Mimi's in. If Mama's in a good mood, she might, if Aria asks her to, make a little cameo on the video, but I don't know. It'll just depend. Sometimes she usually has always said no. When I've asked her if she wanted to be on the video for a second, she said no if she's been here when I've done one. So she usually has always said no in the past. But sometimes if Aria asks her something, you know, Aria has a little more sway than I do. So we'll see how that goes. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening, and I hope you had a happy Monday. Bye.